What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Those of you who are coming back, and for those of you who are new here, my name is Victoria Desiree, so thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button, go ahead and thumbs up this video. I just realized that I have on green again. This is like super big, but I just realized I had on green again, and I had on green in my last video. I don't know why I'm obsessed with green. I ordered like 4 green phone cases, and I want to get my nails green. But anyway, I'm in a better mood today. I'm in an okay mood, so I decided to get dressed up, do a video, kind of feel better about myself, because I had a video idea planned, which it wasn't the video I'm doing today, but there's just been a lot going on within the past like 2 to 3 weeks ever since I uploaded that last video. I uploaded it on Wednesday, I believe, and then that Monday on the 29th. I don't even want to say, I'm not really comfortable with saying what's going on right now, but if you have me on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, and you have seen kind of a little bit what's going on. But it's been a very traumatizing 2 to 3 weeks for me. Like, I was not okay. I did a little vlog because I wanted to kind of show those raw emotions, because the whole point of this channel is for you to be able to relate or to see things like that. But to be honest with you, me rewatching those videos literally brought me to tears, because it's just something that weighs so heavy on my heart, and it's just not something that I'm really comfortable with sharing at this moment. So I decided to completely delete those videos. It was probably like a week worth of recording that I had, just kind of coming in and touching base with y'all. And I felt terrible, and I know you could just kind of feel the energy through the video, and I didn't want my second video to be that, but that's really what encouraged me to want to do this video, because with all of that stuff going on, I've realized so much about people, how people just genuinely don't even care. Some of my closest family members, friends, just people who say that they love and care about me, they understand the depth of what really has been going on in my life, because they know me personally, and they have not reached out to check on me. And I know they saw my Instagram stories, I know they saw my Snapchat stories, and they haven't said anything to me. So for that reason, it just really encouraged me to do this video, because I wanted to talk about, I keep looking down because I have a notebook with like little points that I want to touch on. They really encouraged me to do this video because I wanted to talk about just kind of sort of how focusing on yourself and really going through hard times definitely does show the truth in people. I posted on Snapchat and on Instagram about, you know, people watching my stories and saying that they love me or that they care about me or whatever the situation, but couldn't even shoot me a, hey, are you good? Hey, what's going on? Hey, do you need to talk? Hey, I'm praying for you. Hey, wishing you well, or whatever. I realized that those people who said those things or who claimed those things didn't even check on me. Still to this day have not. Some of them only checked on me because they saw my story and maybe they felt some type of way, so they decided to message me. But I'm past all of that. I've really honestly been going through too much. And the people who have checked on me, I'm greatly appreciative of those people, and I'm definitely letting it be known that I do appreciate those people. The people who have not checked on me, I don't want y'all to. I don't want them to. I don't want to hear how they are. I'm not involving myself with those people. I'm not going to check on them because they didn't check on me. You know, it's time for me to put myself first. I had to realize that people just really don't care about you. So with all of that being said, at this point, I don't know how I'm going to feel 30 minutes from now. Without further ado, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is people don't care about you. And the reason that I want to say that is because it's so easy for people to fake the funk, okay? I realized going through this, I have never, when I tell you I've never gone through something this traumatic in my life. I've never endured so much pain, so much, I don't even know how to explain what I have been feeling the past couple of weeks, because to be honest with you, there's not even a word to describe how I felt. But to not have the people that I just absolutely loved and adored, to realize that those people don't genuinely feel the same for me is like a slap in the face. And I know people's life continues as it should. You know, I'm not saying just because I'm going through something, someone's life should stop. But I mean, if I'm important to you, or you love me as much as you say you do, or care for me as much as you say you do, but you couldn't slide up on my story as you watched it and said, hey, are you okay? You know, to me, that just really disgusted me, to be honest with you. And it really made me sick to my stomach. It honestly made my anxiety terrible. Sorry, I had a little conversation with my mom. Got good news. Was super excited. Had to talk about God, because with God, all things are possible in Jesus' name. Ask and you shall receive, even though you may not like the answer. If you ask, you shall receive. With that being said, I definitely realized what I asked God to show me, and he did show me what I asked him to show me, which is like, you know, people showing me who they truly are. And I just kind of had to take it for what it was. It hurt me and it made me feel some type of way, and I cried about it. You know, I just kind of came to the conclusion that you do outgrow people, and whether it's family, friends, you know, whatever, it's okay to keep your distance. It's okay to still pray for those people, still wish the people the best. I do, by all means. I don't wish anyone bad, because I do understand that people's life will not stop whether I am or whether I'm not going through something. It is my life. It's not theirs. But, you know, it just comes to a point where I would want the same respect. I kind of just want what I give to someone. I saw people watch my stories, seeing what I was going through, and then at that time, they were out at a club, they were out at a bar, they were out with friends getting drunk. It's like, you make time for that, but you don't make time to check in on your loved ones. Just like, you make time for what you want to make time for. I'm not accepting any excuses. People would just rather come up with an excuse as to why they didn't, or whatever the situation or case may be, rather than just doing it. You know, you'd rather say, oh, hey, I didn't see that message, even though I know you did. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, I was busy. It takes 3 seconds to check in on somebody. Hey, I didn't know what was going on. You could have asked. There's really no excuse. And at that point, it's like, damn, you'd rather make up an excuse as to why you were a shitty person rather than being someone who just genuinely cares, you know? Another thing is outgrowing people around you. So I am a firm believer in all relationships, whether you keep them or whether they end, that you can definitely learn something from them. You outgrow people, especially if you are growing, if you are elevating, if you want more out of life, if you're doing things to elevate your life, if you want better for yourself. You know, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. When you outgrow people, you can no longer relate to them, because the hurt that you bonded over, toxic mentality that you bonded over, if they're in a toxic relationship and you're in a toxic relationship, when you decide to get better for yourself and you decide that's not the relationship for you, and that relationship ends, or friendship, or whatever it was that was toxic, when that ends and they're still in their toxic situation, the things that y'all had in common or the things that y'all bonded over are no longer there. So your conversations are going to get shorter. Not even so often. What you once could understand, you can no longer comprehend. It's perfectly fine and okay to outgrow people. But what I do want to say is, don't settle for those people that you cannot understand. You have to find like-minded people. You have to find people that do understand you, people who do stimulate your mind. Find people that you can resonate with. Stop trying to understand people that you no longer understand. If you're in a certain mentality, you cannot feed them that knowledge and expect them to retain that information. What you're saying holds absolutely no weight and no value to that person. If you're talking to this person, you might end up feeling like it's you that doesn't understand, or you might feel like it's you that nobody understands, or that something is wrong with you, but really it's just the people that you hang around. Those are not the people that are meant to understand you. It does not mean that you will not be understood. Sometimes it's okay being misunderstood. Sometimes it's okay to not be understood, and you can't understand them, and that's perfectly fine. You have to distance yourself from negativity. It is so easy to become negative. There will be a point to where you feel like you have not gone anywhere at all, or you feel like you are crushed into a billion pieces again and you've made no progress. What I do say is that when you get to a stopping point, or when you get to a pausing point, I feel like that's your time to rest. You definitely have to rest. You definitely have to step back and reset new goals. From your starting point, when you had absolutely no healing, day one to that day where you come to a pause, there's been a lot of stepping stones. It's okay to take a pause. Just know that at some point you have to pick back up and keep on going. In order to do that, you have to stay away from negativity. You have to stay away from people who say you can't. You have to stay away from people who make it hard for you to want to keep going. You have to stay away from people who try to keep you in that negative mindset, try to pull you back down, or, get you back into old habits. So stop taking losses so personal. When you fall out with somebody, you don't have to hate them. They don't have to hate you. If they do, that's their business. It's okay to not be liked. And when you're going to the top, you will make a couple of enemies. When you get to the top, you have to make a couple more in order to stay there. Like, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. I'm a glass of wine. So you have to be a bad guy in somebody's story. You're not going to be a good person to everybody. And some people, when you fall out with them, it's probably them, but they're going to make it seem like it's you, because that's what narcissistic people do. That's what manipulative people do. And that's what in denial people do. That's what immature people do. That's what people who have not grown, who have not matured, will do. For me, I had to realize how I was toxic to a lot of people, and it hurt like hell when I realized I was toxic to people. Okay, I was like, but I really love that person, and I thought about it, and I was like, damn, but how could I do that to them? And I cried, and it was terrible, but I called them people, and I let them know that I wanted to take accountability for the things that I did to them. Some people was like, oh, finally you admitted it, and some people were like, damn, I really appreciate you for doing that. You have no idea how much it means to you. Some people will say, I really appreciate you doing this. And some people will be like, I've been waiting for you to admit it. A lot of people that I was friends with, I don't know if they talk bad about me, but to be honest with you, I really don't care. I outgrew them people. Simple. I didn't want to sit around and talk to narrow-minded people. I didn't want to talk to people who were settling for less. I would say less than what they deserve, but shit, maybe they deserve it. Yeah, stop taking losses so personal. Realize that people come, people go. Realize why you lost that person and why that person is no longer in your life. I do feel like you encounter everybody for a reason. Part of the healing process, you will lose a lot of people. And the last thing is, healing never stops. And I want y'all to understand that when you start your healing process, like really truly started, I don't mean a relationship ends and there's a month until you get into another relationship. I mean healing as far as you've completely broken down and have to rebuild yourself. You're realizing stuff about yourself, about other people. You're addressing childhood trauma. We're like, when do you know when you're done healing? You don't, because you never are. From the time that you start your healing to your current point in life, there and forward, you will still continue your healing. To suffer from losses, you're going to go through different stages of grief. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose people to death. You're going to lose jobs. You're going to lose opportunities. You're going to just go through things, go through life, and so you're always going to be healing. It's okay to not be okay. So that is all I have to say. I don't know if this video is all over the place. I will get better with this as time goes on. I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope that it helped you in any way possible. And I thank you guys for being here. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you have not already. Hit that bell so that every time that I post, you won't miss out. You'll get a notification. And yeah, comment below what other videos you would like to see. Feel free to DM me, to message me on any of my social media platforms. They will all be linked down below. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.